Okay, so tonight we're making mousse au chocolat, and we'd like to give dedication to Delio Smith for the recipe, and it's been tweaked slightly with our secret recipe of boiling water.
Okay, so we have three really important ingredients in the mousse au chocolat. We have dark chocolate, the fondamente. It's very important to get the dark chocolate, just makes it a little richer, nice. And then we have fresh farm eggs from Tilde, again, grazie Tilde. And we have our oranges, which you don't have to add to the mousse, but we really like the flavor of the orange. You used some of the zest and the juice. And then, of course, we have the boiling water, which will ultimately help the eggs form into the mousse without scrambling the yolks of the eggs. So, and Michelle is making the chocolate right now. So Michelle has melted the chocolate, and you just want it to have that consistency. Just melted chocolate, right?
Right. So go for it.
Okay, so here we go. We're separating the eggs. We have the egg whites and the egg yolks.
Oh, this is too.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. And here you just crack the egg in half and kind of move the egg back and forth, and that then gets the egg whites to kind of fall off of the egg.
Then we check the eggs.
Make sure to smell the egg. Make sure it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then dump it in.
Make
It
sure
smells good. Okay.
Assist you by handing you the egg.
Thank you. Here's our last egg. We used 5 eggs. 5 eggs. And 275 grams of the chocolate. Ultimately, you want 110 grams of chocolate per 2 eggs. There it goes. And yeah.
I'll get a spoon just to pull the yellow out, because the yellow keep it from going fluffy. Keep it from beating to soft.
Right, trying to make sure that you just have the egg whites in there.
Because the yolk is greasy, and it will keep the egg whites from becoming soft and fluffy. There you go.
Thank you. Pour that in. Okay, we are done with those.
Okay, go for it. Here's your beater.
Towel. Okay.
You need your towel?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Voila.
Wipe your hands off of the eggs. Okay, so here we're going to beat the egg whites. We want them to be fluffy with soft peaks. That's right. Just turn the bowl around so air goes into the mixture.
And the copper bowl has a chemical reaction to the egg, which actually makes the egg whites always beat up beautifully. So if you can find a copper bowl like this is a specific bowl just for making egg whites, for beating up egg whites.
So you can just stop the blender and check your egg whites by sticking the blender pieces in there and kind of pulling it up and seeing if it will hold a peak like that. So they look
great.
pretty good. They're like
Yeah.
So now
to the yolks.
we put the yolks in the jar It's just easier to hold, less messy. You can stick your the blender into the jar. And you just want to blend the egg yolk, just like this. And you want to blend it long enough to where it becomes a very, very pale yellow color. Kind of move the jar around. As you can see, the color is already lightening, so they're coming a light yellow. It's also doubling in size. Can you see the color of the yolk is changing? What do you think, Michelle?
Looks good. Yep.
So as you can see,
Okay,
This
so
is
now
a nice
comes the
pale
tricky
yellow.
quick part. You need to be 2 people for this. Okay. Do you want to put the beaters in here and we'll start mixing
Okay.
this really fast? Okay, go for it. The egg yolk goes into the chocolate. But you can see that the chocolate goes sort of crazy with it. So that's when we need to just go real fast on it. Yeah. It's sort of going down on its own. So this is where you need the boiling water. Secret ingredient. And the boiling water brings it back to being smooth again. So you have to mix it really quick. So either you need a beater that's held on a stand. You see, we're right back to where we were before. It's smooth and it's shiny again. So now we're going to put some more egg in it. And then we're going to see if it needs more hot water. If it looks waxy and sort of clumpy, that's when you know you need to put more water in it. But this is pretty nice.
it's looking good.
Now we can take this one off the heat, because this water was on the heat, okay? Because it needs to cool before we put the egg whites in it. Cool a little bit, not totally. See here, we've still got egg yolks that we can put in it.